Welcome home to USA Global TV and Radio, a place where dreams take flight, with authentic storytelling, diverse perspectives and meaningful conversations, where global stories unite and bridges are built beyond all borders. Discover world-class education, entertainment, hope and inspiration. Together, we're building bridges worldwide. Subscribe to our channel, USA Global TV. Download our app, USA Global TV. Be our guest or join our team. Visit usaglobaltv.com. Thanks to our founder and executive producer, Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Music score by Yeffy Tang from Cloud Road Music. Voiceover artist Mike Porter. Creative direction by Paul Garcia. USA Global TV and Radio. Your home for global connection. All rights reserved. This video and its contents are the exclusive property of USA Global TV and Radio. Unauthorized use, duplication or redistribution in any form is strictly prohibited.
Hi and a warm early good evening to the UK. My name is Dr. Madalene Chan and I'm going to be with you for the next 30 minutes, 26 minutes to present my episode of Talking Heads on USA Global TV and Radio. And so with that, I say a warm welcome, USA Global TV and Radio viewers, our Instagram, our LinkedIn, our Facebook, our Twitter X, and our TikTok as well. Wow, we are just moving and evolving in such a fabulous, brilliant way. Every day, there's always news coming onto the mothership of USA Global TV and Radio. And also we welcome E360 TV viewers as well. So for today's topic, for my episode on Talking Heads, well, I was thinking about this topic actually, and I don't have a script. In fact, we don't have a script at all on USA Global TV and Radio. On the mothership, we do not have any script whatsoever, and that is all our hosts and TV hosts, all 20 of us, we do not have scripts. So we're so different. The CEO, Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck, is so setting a whole new revolutionary innovation that no more scripts. Why? Because then we are in the now moment. We are able then to integrate, implement, and interact in the now moment. And therefore, because of the now moment, we're able to give our first reaction. Because if you think about it, if we had a script, like a script in life as well, in relation to the title today, which is the era of accountability, truth, and transformation. So going as an example, we have a life script. Now, if we had a life script and we were told what we're going to experience, who we're going to meet, who we're going to have that lesson from, who we're going to have that beautiful romantic experience, who we're going to have that person that betrays us, who we're going to have that person as the Judas in our life, who we're going to have that person as our guardian earth angel, who we're going to have that person as the person that's got to invest in your project, who we're going to have that person as to say, this person's going to be your husband or wife and you're going to have so many children. Wow. Need I go on anymore? What would happen if we already had our script for this life? Not only just the script for this life, but also the times, the years, the actual events relating to. It's almost like we'd be a diary. We'd be a diary. And in the diary, we'd have such and such a time on that such and such a day, going to meet this person, his name is or her name is, and they're going to be the person that's doing this because it's been foretold already. We've already got our script in life. Now, what would happen if we did have this? how would our collective consciousness, how would we react? How would we be? Would we be real with ourselves? Would we be wearing a mask? Would we be thinking, would we have more of a lazy attitude in the way that, okay, in 2 weeks on that date, at that time, that prediction is absolute fact. That's what's going to happen. So I might as well go and have a holiday, or I might as well go and spend all this money I've got at the moment because I'm going to get this money from that person on that date at that time. It would be a different world, wouldn't it? It would be such a different world if we think about it. So we're going to go deep into this. If we had our life script, then we would have our rehearsed lines of acknowledging our thank you, acknowledging our gratefulness. But would we actually be acknowledging our gratefulness, our thankfulness in our full, true authenticity, in our fullest truth? We wouldn't. And why? Because we would have that rehearsed. We would rehearse it so much that the energy would flow out of it, because it would no longer be authentic. It would be just rehearsed. It would be just a mask. It would be the energy under the mask. So the era of accountability, truths, and transformation is most people have been living under their mask. Most people have had their life scripted. So at such and such an age, I'm going to have this. At such and such. So predicting how your life is going to be in accordance with what's happening in the outside world, in the outside reality. Whew. Now, because we are in the golden age and the age of Aquarius. So we've gone from the Piscean age of suffering and pain and anxiety and competition and separation and one-upmanship and survival, to become the best, the fittest, rather than looking at everybody else, integrating everybody else. So now we're in the 7th golden age, which is not failing at all. In fact, we've won. We've actually won. Yeah, the galactics, the light has won. And it's won because every so it's 25,000 years, there is a new era. So we're now in the age of Aquarius, in the golden age, meaning the age of unification, the age of transformation, the age of authenticity, the age of healthy wealth, healthy health, wealthy health, healthy wealth. That's a bit of a thing, isn't it? So, yeah. So, health, wealth, and abundance, and unity. So we're in that age now, the era of accountability. We have to be. So today's title is The Era of Accountability, Truths, and Transformation. Now, because we're in this golden age, it means we can no longer live under the mask or sweep things under the carpet. Sorry, I had to say, currently we have 25 TV show hosts, not 20. Thank you, Dr. Jacqueline, for clearing that for me. You see, that's important. The important thing is having the facts, having the truth. So I just assumed 20, but it's 25. So with that, it means you're going with the truth, going with the true energy. So in the fullest truth, in the full way. So the accountability of truths, isn't that strange? That is actually come out as I'm actually hosting today's episode and talking about truths. The actual truth came through. How fabulous is that? It works wonderfully. Now, so we're in that uncovering our truth. We have to be in our truth. So the way that the golden age works now is to work on your inner world, because the other era was about survival. So getting all your education, not on intuition, but more about knowledge and history from the outside world. Now that we're in the golden age, the era of accountability, truth, and transformation is about connecting to our inner intuition. So listening to ourselves. So be careful what you say, because your body is listening. Your body is listening to every word, every vibration of that word, whether it's a low vibration or a high vibration. The body, the soul, the mind, and the heart will not lie, but your ego will. Your ego will lie to you. Yeah, your ego is there to distract you, to say, oh, you don't want that. You just want the outside world. You just want to have material wealth, and you just wanted to get as much as you can and consume as much as you can and be the best of the best, no matter how you get there. Yes, you can be number one at the top. See, that's your ego. That's your ego. On the other side, you can have your ego where it's in a victim stage. Oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I always play second fiddle. Oh, I'll just stay in the background. Maybe no one will notice me. Nobody ever does anyway. So I'll just carry on. Well, life's dealt me these cards, and that's how the cookie crumbles. That's how I've been dealt this, and this is my life, and I just have to accept it. That is your ego as well. Isn't that strange? So, accountability of transformation. So, transforming yourself from the victim to at least be in a neutral state where you're not being a self-critic and judging yourself or others, but let's talk about your inner critic judging yourself. So things are coming up in this life right now, purging. The timeline is purging and cleansing. So therefore, our DNA, our bodies are getting cleansed, and our bodies are talking to us and letting us know, hey, I don't like this. I don't like this, what you keep putting into me. I'm not a rubbish bin. I'm your best friend. Take me out to dinner. Take me out for a walk. What the transformation is that it's time to not be afraid and take yourself out to a place. Go for that walk by yourself if you want. Go to the dinner by yourself. Go and treat yourself and have that lovely food and enjoy it and love it. The most important thing is that you've got to love what you do, love what you say, love how you express. The whole key focal point is about love, and love comes in many different spectrums. But from love stems truth. From ego stems lies. That's quite strong, isn't it? From love stems truth, emanates truth. From egos emanates lies. Lying to yourself, lying to others. So the lower vibrations for a human being, human, to have, it's when we're judging and we're gossiping and we condemn and we criticize and we blame. All of these 5 attributes: blame, gossip, judge, criticize. What did I say? And condemn. Condemn. Each and every one of us are doing one of these on a daily basis without even realizing it. So what we have to do is we have to look at these attributes, each and every one of them, and realize, hang on, wait a minute. I'm expressing this attribute. Oh, I'm going in low vibration. If you're going in low vibration, just stop. Just stop. It'll be fine wherever you are. Just stop. People understand sometimes you need to pause. So pause. Pause. Don't carry on. Do not carry on. Because if you do, you're going to go a slopey, slippery slope downhill. You can rescue it, right? Life's about solutions and rescuing. Changing it around, shifting your energy. So if you feel yourself going in one of those low vibrations, just pause and stop and say, excuse me, but I just need a second, a minute, a second, maybe even a minute, but just a second. I'll be back. Just a second. Go off in that second, take a big deep breath. And as you do that, imagine a beautiful crystal brilliantly filled with golden light. So fill yourself from that light of that crystal. And then when you exhale, see that light turning into more of a smoky quartz color going out. Then bring your arms, your palms, and bring them down into the center and breathe. And what that does, it brings you back into the moment instead of getting carried away on that low vibration, because sometimes you go on a low vibration and you can't get back. You just can't. There's just, it can't be rescued. It's too late. There's too much damage being caused because you decided to, instead of just having that pause, to carry on that low vibration. And then guess what? Then suddenly you meet somebody else on that same vibration. You're going lower and lower and lower. By the time you get home, you feel so heavy and thinking, oh my God, I'm so glad today's over. When really, we shouldn't be doing that. We shouldn't be saying, oh, I'm so glad today's over. Oh, I just look forward to tomorrow. No, it should be, if you've had a bad day, then take it upstairs, take it to the universe and say, all right, my day has been like this, and talk to your higher self and say, yeah, maybe I could have handled it in that way, but I didn't. But now I realize that. So in other words, make sure in that day that you manage where you could have done better. You could have expressed better. You could have played better. You could have completed that task better. So make sure at nighttime you have your review. Because what will happen then, if you don't do that, it'll all go into your dream state. And you might find that you might not get a good night's sleep and then it'll carry on till the next day and the next day. And that's when you get more lessons and more lessons. So nip it in the bud. Do your review before you go to bed. Go, all right, I'm going to review my day. Where could I have improved? Where can I just celebrate and go, well done? Yeah, well done. I actually did really well with that person, and I did really well at that job and performing that task. And I really felt that joy through that. And that lifts you, that lifts your energy. But just be truthful to yourself. So be accountable for your everyday actions, your words. Be aware of what you're saying. Be aware of what your thoughts are expressing in your head. Be aware when that naughty, cheeky little monkey ego, I'm calling it ego, is a cheeky monkey, he is. Well, not he, but cheeky monkey, he or she. It's an energy. Just be aware when ego comes in and go, hey, don't do that. I'll show you something else, because the ego, it's mischievous. It's mischievous, and it leads us all to distraction. But then sometimes if the ego is damaged with pain and suffering and abuse, then it can turn nasty and traumatic. And that's when you do need to seek more professional help in that way. But you can be your own doctor. Your own doctor for your well-being, and your well-being is every day noticing when your vibrations are low. So analyze and go, at what point during my day did I feel that dip? What was I doing? What can I recall? Who was I talking with? What was I talking about? So we have to be accountable to our truths, events, our words, our actions, our thoughts, because that way we will be able to move, shift the energy, transcend the energy, transform the energy, transform ourselves. So we live in this world, but we're not part of it. So where we were having our actions, our solutions, our problems, our answers, our whole entirety of life in the matrix, in the 3D, in the outside reality, now we have to do the complete opposite. We now start to work within, because our within world needs to match our outside world, because it's starved the inside world. And it's the inside world, our intuition, manifesting from the unseen into the seen. That is the energy for the golden age. The golden age is about us being creator, sovereign beings, meaning that our inner world has to become stronger, and our intuition, our higher consciousness, our intuition has to be the governor that brings all answers and solutions to live in this world. Because at the end of the day, we are stewards. We are stewards for Mother Earth. We are here to take care of her. So as we're moving up from a 3D reality to 4D to 5D, living in a 4D but emanating a 5D higher consciousness, that means everything else moves up. So the animals will move up. Have you noticed the last few years in the pet shops, Pets now have pet clothes, pet drinks, pet treats, pet chocolate, dog chocolates, beds, swimming pools, sun loungers, swings, tents. Oh my goodness, toys galore. Why? Because the animals have come from a 2D to now they are now rising up to 3D. Now that's not 3D as in the destructive of 3D. It means 3D, the survival, having material goods. So our animals have now graduated to that dimension of 3D. And us as humans now are graduated to 4D, 5D, beyond. Mainly 4D, 5D. We're not actually integrated fully into the 5D. That's just our 5D collective consciousness. But the time, the energy on the earth is 4D for humans, human beings. So if animals have moved up and we on Mother Earth, organic being, have moved up, then everything moves up, right? Everything moves up. So this is not just about the earth plane. This is galactic. It's cosmic. So even in the galactic and the universe, everyone has moved up a platform. They've moved up a stage. So that's why it was so significant for Mother Earth to graduate to her 5D consciousness. And her children, the humans, human beings, the creator beings, the suffering beings, to graduate with her. So she's gone from a carbon-based planet to a crystalline planet. And we have gone from a carbon-dense body to a crystalline body. And that's the reason why we're doing all this purging and cleansing, and everything is coming up for review. Where you might have thought you've dealt with this a long time ago, it's coming up because there's still a little bit of remnants of it that needs to be fully cleansed, so that Mother Earth and her children, we can live in harmony, we can live in unity, we can help others. So when we do a project, it's not just for ourselves, it is contributing towards the collective heart consciousness. So the era of accountability, truths, and transformation is we are transforming our truth. We are transforming our bodies from a carbon-dense body to a crystalline body. We are transforming so that we have to listen to our inner intuition, which is our guru. We're transforming to have a balance of our inner world and meet us with our external world. Really, the inner world needs to be higher, but each day, little bit by little bit. So before I go, oh my gosh, I'm on 29 minutes. My goodness, I end up getting so, there's no script, and I get like designs and I downloads and I just speak in the now moment, and sometimes I go off, woo, do, 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 but I've brought a rainbow. Oh, it's not showing green because it's green. Rainbow. And I brought the galactic, because to show the galactic. Unicorn. Always remember, you are a unicorn. So be authentic. It is the era of authenticity, and everyone's authenticity is going to be contributed to the collective heart consciousness, which will bring change onto Mother Earth. Remember your angels, and the ancient Egyptians. This is Goddess Isis, ancient Egyptians. Be wise, always be wise. And remember your crystals to clear selenite. Right, okay, I have to go now. My name is Dr. Madalene Chan. I probably will have to do part 2 for this because this is a real big topic. It's massive, actually. Really is. On that note, I will say goodbye, and I will see you next week for Talking Heads. So thank you, USA Global TV and radio viewers, and tune in for next week. Let's say part 2 for the era of accountability, truths, and transformation. Meanwhile, stay healthy and wealthy and wise and peaceful. Have a great week. Big hugs, everyone. Bye-bye. Sending lots of love and light. Bye-bye.
Get ready to wear the brand that's changing the world of media. Introducing the official USA Global TV and Radio online store. From our TV show hosts to our incredible global guests, you asked, we delivered. Rep your appearance with pride. Whether you've been on air, hosted a show, or tuned in, we have something just for you. Visit us at usaglobaltvradioshoп.myspreadshop.com and start shopping today. Check back frequently. We're dropping fresh new designs all the time. Showcase your role in our global community. These designs celebrate your voice, your story, your presence. It's more than just merchandise. It's a movement of hope, inspiration, education, and elevated listening. Head to usaglobaltvradioshoп.myspreadshop.com. Your spotlight awaits. USA Global TV and Radio. Elevate your style. Elevate the world.
Have you ever felt unheard? Like your words float into a void, leaving you invisible and disconnected? How about feeling judged, when assumptions overshadow your truth, leaving you misunderstood and defensive? And then there's that moment when someone offers solutions you never asked for, dismissing your feelings and leaving you more frustrated than before. It doesn't have to be this way. Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck, the listening mentor, understands. She's here to help you reclaim your voice, build stronger connections, and create meaningful conversations that inspire understanding and mutual respect. Through her groundbreaking books, online and in-person courses, and interactive workshops, you'll learn how to navigate life's most challenging interactions. Discover the power of elevated listening and transform how you communicate. Master setting boundaries and asking permission to protect your peace. Learn to recognize and release judgment, fostering empathy and true connection. Dr. Kerbeck also offers personalized coaching, one-on-one or group sessions designed to fit your unique needs. Whether in person or virtually on StreamYard, her guidance will empower you to thrive. You don't have to struggle alone. The path to deeper connections and better relationships start here. Visit drjacqueline.com or usaglobaltv.com. Join a global community of empowered listeners and transform your life, one meaningful conversation at a time. Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck is the listening mentor. Start your journey today.
In a world craving connection, one platform dared to dream bigger. USA Global TV and Radio, a beacon for global voices, authentic storytelling, and elevated listening. Led by visionary Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck, The journey from a spark to a global force is now captured in one inspiring book. Honored with YouTube's Silver Creator Award for surpassing 100,000 subscribers. Discover the evolution, the challenges, the triumphs, and the unstoppable spirit that created a global movement. Executive producer Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Music score by Yeffy Tang. Creative director Paul Garcia. This video and its contents are the exclusive property of USA Global TV and Radio. Unauthorized use, duplication, or redistribution in any form is strictly prohibited. Now an Amazon #1 new release in paperback and ebook. Broadcasting Brilliance, the evolution of USA Global TV and Radio, is inspiring readers around the world. Join the movement that's redefining global media one story at a time.
Thank you, viewers and listeners of USA Global TV and Radio, for joining us today. We're honoured to have your time and attention as part of our global community. At USA Global TV and Radio, we believe in the power of authentic conversations, meaningful connections, and creating a world of possibilities together. Want to be part of something bigger? Join our team of elevated listeners at usaglobaltv.com, a space where your voice matters and your ability to listen transforms relationships. Stay connected with us across all our platforms for thought-provoking discussions, expert insights, and empowering stories. Subscribe to our channels at youtube.com/c/USAGlobalTV. Follow us on social media and explore the endless opportunities we're creating for growth, learning, and inspiration. Together, we're not just broadcasting, we're building bridges and changing lives one conversation at a time. For inquiries, contact us at info@usaglobaltv.com. Music by Johnny Dyes. Produced by executive producer and director Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Voiceover by Mike Porter. Creative direction by Paul Garcia. All rights reserved. Copyright 2025. Visit usaglobaltv.com to view our full terms and conditions.